This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
When the mind is split, the heart must...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Walter. Kendrick the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place? Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve...
Oh, what does this say?
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Still not come.
'Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Guarding the Queen Regent? And an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Tell is, her ties to this figure from the neighboring country have a romantic tint.
Arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
I am proud of my devotion as well as to the pursuit of betterment within
Arms for the poor. Pray grant those less Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir.
By your leave, Arisen.
teachings myself people's words.
It is my duty to devote my life to prayer and virtue.
Is there aught I can assist you with?
Wickedness has...
Is there aught I can assist you with?
A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
This is a place of prayer. Do keep your voice low.
I fear I've much to attend to. I know so little of this world, and of myself.
The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey.
Was I lacking in devotion? Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Few can afford perpetual generosity. I hope you will return, should you find...
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest yet.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
What's your business with me, Cos? You want something? Spit it out or piss off.
I'll crush you if you keep that up.
I can't even think straight.
Maybe I'll keep right here.
Don't let them get the better of you.
You'll pay for that. Tomorrow. Was I lacking in devotion? Ouch, that smarts!
Where's my comb? My furs are in a great state.
Sweeping, laundry. Near done.
And I shan't resist.
And nobles do nothing. Go for sweetmeats and ale.
Suppose that's enough for one day.
Was I lacking in devotion?
Suppose you're all right.
This is Might I beg but a moment of your time? A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
Was I lacking in devotion?
I ought to be getting home.
I don't know what to do.
Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy.
If you've anything edible, I'll gladly lessen your burden.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Let us begin by gathering information.
'Tis no great shock to me.
Allow me to lead the way. I can take...
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery. I wonder what it was Malcolm found. Treasure?
Say, I've noticed you walking around questioning people. Looking for information, are we? If I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail next, if you haven't already. The place is full of unsavory characters, as one might expect.
You don't need a permit to get into Batal. Just hide in the back of an ox cart, aye? It works. Mind, you've got to avoid the guard's line of sight. But 'tis easy enough. I should know, I've done it.
Chaos in the world begins with chaos of the mind.
I wonder what it was Malcolm found. Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. don't know why he bothered.
I deserved.
I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest. Would you take pity on me, sir?
I'm quite sure I wasn't dreaming.
I don't know what to do. What to do? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. So I wanted to get them a present to say thank you, and I thought a bunch of flowers would be just the thing. The problem is, I can't seem to find any good ones. Do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of pretty flowers. For true. Thank you ever so much, Arisen. I'm sure you'll find the prettiest flowers that ever were.
Heavens have forsaken us. All is lost.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Maybe he was hoping to find something shiny among the rubble. Wonder if he found anything good.
Pray, let it end.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I wonder what lies at its bottom.
I'm well enough, thank you.
My greens are second to none.
Got any tales to liven up my day?
What's your business with me, Cos?
The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent oxcar. A common reward. Frustrating.
Best watch yourself.
I fear I've much to attend to. Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no.
We'd best report back.
Please, sir, don't tell nobody what I said about
Vaults, eh? Let us inform Sir Kendrick of what we've learned. If you would be so kind as to follow me.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
I propose we scour this place anew. Who knows what we might find?
Quite right. No sense doing things by halves.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick? You'll never believe what I've found. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
'Twould behoove us not to fall too far behind our guide.
Indeed, you are correct.
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting...
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused, or we ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can... As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place.
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive...
The books ne'er seem to end. Who could have...
This place is amazing. I knew I'd find something down here, but I never expected this. Hoi! you do? Nothing. This place is amazing. I knew I'd find something down here. But I never expected this.
The books ne'er seem to end.
Very well. I shall return.
More of the same, it seems.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Be on your guard. There are innumerable corners where an enemy might conceal themselves here.
Keep your voice low, lest my heart leap from my throat.
Patience has its limits.
This is a poor remuneration for our efforts, I must say.
It's a dismal feeling to be disappointed so utterly.
It is hard to find my footing in this darkness. There is little point in my leading the way if we haven't got what we require to hand.
Money can buy comfort, sure, but not...
Time was, you scarce saw any beastrons here in Vernworth.
But that's changed in recent years. You'd think that'd be on account of immigration, but not so.
Naught of import ever happens here, anyhow.
Another errand to see to.
It is on me to bear what younger shoulders will
What else needs
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
After you, Arisen.
tranquil places? Want to try to enjoy life where and when I can.
Peruse at your leisure.
Another day, another adventure.
Much to do. What could I have to help you?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim. As a true, you discovered this in the gracious hand. I imagine 'twould indeed be sufficient to... Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? You discovered this in the gracious hands. I imagine 'twould indeed... Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry. Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Well, have you found some place I might say? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own. Come along. Come along. Guide me outside, then. This should be far enough. If you truly are arisen, words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Not at the expense of my duty.
Quiet at last. Ah, good, you return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
Methinks this will be of interest to Captain Brandt. Shall we go inform him?
You!
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen, it seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from it. Mayhap it would be prudent to visit the man on occasion. And now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts. There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim, I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, that alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say, I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray.
We have been entrusted with a task. Let us approach it with all due care.
We're off to Vernworth Palace, then.
Barely dragged my ass out of bed.
Interested in my wares?
Mistakes this time.
It's good to see people in such high spirits.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps.
I suppose I could indulge you.
I've things to do, if you don't mind.
Will nothing exciting ever happen here?
Shall we make for Vernworth Palace? Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Pawns are permitted to approach the castle, but not walk the grounds. I shall accompany you to the entrance.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Here we are.
Do you know how long you'll...
You are the Arisen. Follow me! Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty. Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray.
Recruits are to be sent out to Melv. Melv, I said! I'm not sure if you heard the orders. It's beyond my power.
As it should be. 'Tis no concern of ours. I'll hear no more of this tittle-tattle, thank you. Pray focus on the task at hand. I wish the Minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere. There are times when no one's standing watch there at all.
Aye, it happened just yesterday, in fact. Put me in the right state when I saw the door unguarded. Still, I suppose there's not much to worry about. It's not as if we let the thieves wander around the palace.
Battle is not yet done.
Business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour.
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently. What are you doing in here? I don't recognize you. Guards, seize the intruder.
First, assess the field.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
Yeah, asking for it.
Neglect my legs. Ought to head home. All right, get an earful.
There is much we ought to tend to. If 'tis no simple matter to info, should you fall into... However, I am afraid, is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizen.
Our soldiers need better training.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
'Tis my duty to hear the people's concerns.
I'm counting on
An unsavory development.
Shall we make for Vernworth Palace? Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. As pawns are not permitted within the castle, I will bid you farewell when we reach the entrance.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
I dare not enter the palace, but I would fain escort you to the castle entrance. Oh, we have arrived.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten this arrangement. The town's been I can see myself being killed.
Rally! You have naught to fear! My patience wears thin.
I must ask you to leave this place at once.
I'm about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
So stiff after a day.
This armor's seen better days.
Not for it, but to cut my teeth in a real battle.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
I'll sleep like a log tonight.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it. Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait. This is neither the time nor the place for it.
wait all day. I let...
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Might we not complete our delivery while we're here?
I only hope the recipient is pleased with our work.
True enough. Methinks this will be of interest to Captain Brandt. Shall we go inform him? I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal. Let me see. It pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion. A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this God's Way? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot, can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Phasus. Now there's a name to remember.
As a reward for you will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that Your Majesty return once you've procured such attire.
This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
It seems you must attend a palace masquerade if you're to meet the...
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to do not forget that we work to serve the citizen.
Over here, if you would. Crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
As I understand it, the pay of a jailer is miserable for all their toil.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come.